What's going on, Team Disruptors? This is Pedro de Leone, and today I have a good friend of mine's mentor who's been helping me throughout my entrepreneurship journey. And I actually want to show you guys that he published his book. When was this?
This was maybe about 2 or 3 months ago.
2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Highly recommend it. Unleash your financial powerhouse. Practical steps to money mastery. So I've actually learned about money and how it works, how to make money work for you from this man right here, this great man. So definitely I'm super excited about, making this video with you and let the audience know what's your background and how you got to write this book.
Yeah, so thank you, Pedro, for the kind words.
Yeah.
The same way that I inspired you, you inspired me, and I keep getting inspired by you. Contrary to what most people think, I didn't come from money. My family had a lot of challenges. I had a lot of challenges growing up. I grew up in a tough neighborhood with no financial education. But what I came to discover after I had an accident is, and I crushed my voice box, my larynx, that we don't learn about money in school. So when I started really learning and reading about money, things were really complicated. The language there were unfamiliar, and I wanted to create something that is very, very simple to understand, that is, really simplified for everybody to feel and know that they can accomplish anything that they want for themselves and their family, whether it's in business, whether it's in their personal life. And what I realized that it's more than just the money, and it's not really about mathematical understanding or fractional calculations or anything like that. Right. It's really about mindset, and it's about belief, personal belief that you can accomplish something. And when that mindset and the relationship, and I love what you and I, when we talked about, you talk about money story. Yeah. Because it's what we tell ourselves, the story that we tell ourselves about money is the beginning of a new transformation. And what this book gives you is really a system to understand how everything works. But more importantly, it established what I call financial dignity. And financial dignity is to know, the first understanding and realization, I can accomplish anything I want for myself personally, financially, and I can dare beyond what I think I can get for myself financially today. Mm-hmm. And that really starts the journey, because once you really have that sense of financial dignity and confidence, you can build whatever you want to build for yourself. And that was really, really important for me to share and contribute to the community. And now we're very fortunate to be Amazon bestseller, and so thank you, all of you who are contributing to our success. But we want to make it something that everybody can really have access to, and it starts with really doing something new, doing something different. If the habits that we had until now didn't really get us to the journey, to the destination that we want, then it's time to do something different. It's time to learn something different and take action. And so that's what I'm committed to, is to making a difference. And this is why we wrote this. And we're going to continue to write and continue to produce content and do videos. And if any one of you wants to look at our YouTube channel, is also Adam Barr, the Financial Powerhouse. And Pedro has a tremendous
I'll post a link on the comments, so definitely you guys can have follow, subscribe to his channel.
And I know Pedro is committed to provide extraordinary content for you guys, so follow and subscribe and like Pedro's channel and
Team Disruptors.
Team Disruptors, and he's going to do a lot of great things for you, as he has done for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things that so the reason I started Team Disruptors is because I want to give value to the community and to the audience, right? How to disrupt your patterns, how to just change your behaviors towards your professional life, your personal life, and I want to ask you, what have you done? When was if you recall, when was it when you said, I'm gonna disrupt my professional or my personal life to get to where I am now?
Yeah. So, I'm a son of a single mother, and I grew up with 5 siblings. A lot of times we were homeless and we didn't have a place to stay. And, I came to America with about $400 in my pocket, with no language, I wanted to change, right? And, I worked for a bagel shop for $5 an hour. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, in New York, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so
Wow.
and and I've seen this family. It was a gentleman, really kind and humble gentleman, and his wife, and they were both immigrants. And I saw them, and I saw how they succeeded, and I saw how hard they work. And I said to myself, this country is packed with opportunities for everybody, and I saw people that were even a lot more successful than those people were, and I just really wanted to see what can I do different to make a transformation. So, when I opened businesses on the East Coast, and I had the challenges, like with my throat, I got into an injury through a basketball game. Someone elbowed me and crushed my voice box, and that time I couldn't speak for almost a year. I didn't have health insurance, so I had to pay a lot of money out of pocket to take care of myself. And that was a lot of it was like an emergency, right? It was an urgent situation that forced me to take a look at what could I have done differently? How is my mindset? Why was I not prepared for things like that? And it's I love the fact that you called your group disruptors, because a lot of times, in order to shift and transform, there has to be a disruption of patterns, right? And for me, a lot of times we look at bad things that happen as a bad disruption, but it's really a great opportunity, because that disruption had started a new way of thinking. And so I encourage you guys and gals to look at whatever is currently challenging in your life, and whatever you think is tough and hard or uncomfortable, to look at it as a disruption, because from that point on you can use that as a fueling mechanism to move forward and to propel yourself upward. And so that's, for me now, I got myself into a habit to understand that everything that is uncomfortable is a disruption, and is something that is really helping me grow.
Definitely. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I've absolutely learned a lot from that. One thing that I want you guys to have in mind is that, whatever you're going through right now, it takes a lot of energy to make that disruption, but it'll be worse if you don't make that shift, because then you're building that neurology and it strengthens it, and it'll become toxic, and on your behavior, your life, whatever it is. But I'm telling you, once you make that shift, once you disrupt that DNA, that patterns that you have in your system, you're definitely going to start seeing changes in your life. So but thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Just remember his book.
Yeah.
All right, Adam Barr. And what your channel again?
My channel is The Financial Powerhouse on YouTube, and if you want to check out the website, thefinancialpowerhouse.com, or RTV Financial Group, raisethebarfinancialgroup.com, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn, social media, raisethebar.rtb on Instagram, and I'd love to stay in contact.